Welcome to BCL Explorers. My name is Autumn and I'm a librarian here for Broward County Libraries. Today we're going to do a science story time for little kids, babies, toddlers, that age range. Today we're going to read Astrophysics for Babies. But before we get into the book, we're going to do a little song, okay? Let's get ready. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. Zoom, 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 we'll get there very soon. Climb inside a rocket ship if you want to take a trip. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! Good job, everybody. Okay, let's get to our book. Astrophysics for Babies by Ferrie and Julie Kregenow. This is a ball. It's the same shape as the planet Earth. The sun is also shaped like a ball, but much bigger. The Earth orbits around the sun. The sun is a star that looks big because it's so close. Other stars look tiny because they are so far away. Stars are heavy balls of hot gas. Inside stars, atoms squeeze together. Smaller atoms combine to make bigger atoms and a lot of energy. That energy keeps stars hot and makes them shine brightly. When the universe was born, there were only a few of the simplest atoms. Now there are many kinds of atoms called elements. Most of these were made by stars. Some elements were made by stars that were living. Some elements were made by stars that were dying. And some were made when stars crashed into each other. The very atoms inside your body were created by stars. Stars exploded, sending atoms out into space. Those atoms were around when the sun formed almost 5 billion years ago. And when the Earth formed around the same time. Those atoms were still on the Earth when you were born. When new stars form, they recycle atoms from old stars, and you are part of this cycle. The atoms of old stars live on in you. Now you know astrophysics. Good job, everybody. Now we're going to have show and tell of our solar system. Obviously, I can't bring the solar system inside the building, so I have some pictures. Here's a picture of our sun. When you go outside and you see the big yellow ball in the sky, this is what it looks like out in space. This is a picture of Mercury. This is the first planet closest to the sun. This is a picture of Venus. This is the second planet from the sun and our closest neighbor. This is the Earth. This is where we live. In fact, we live right about here in Florida. Next up, we have Mars, the red planet. Sometimes you might see on the news the rovers that go to Mars, and we see pictures from there. Then we have the big gas giant Jupiter. with lots of swirling clouds and a big red spot. Next, we have Saturn, which has lots of rings and lots of moons too. Then we have Neptune. Neptune looks like it's made out of water, but it's actually gas. Then we have Uranus, which is a big blue gas giant with a big blue spot on it, and it's actually sideways. And finally, we have our dwarf planet, Pluto, that we just recently got nice, clear pictures of. And it's got a little heart on it right here. Now I'm going to talk to the parents for a few seconds, okay? This book was full of big new words like atom, element, and orbit. And when we point out these words to kids while we're reading the stories, it helps them build a science vocabulary so they can recognize these words when they start to read. Thank you for joining us for BCL Explorers. You can find these books on Hoopla and many more through Broward County Library. Thank you.